motor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's lovely. There's only one thing I don't like about it.
What's that?
Keeps telling me I'm stupid.
Well, cars never lie.
I think, like a lot of people, was just incredible shock when the news broke of Paul's passing. He is the colour, the energy and the light that life needs.
Yes, actually, he's not asleep, he's pining for the fields. No, that parrot's dead.
Well, it could be a bit of a larrikin as well behind the scenes, especially off the camera, and just always had a smile, which I think everyone knows and saw, and he was just a bloody good bloke.
We were Siamese twins. We were joined at the hip, and we did everything together. And funnily enough, after the early years, we never talked cycling in private.
Well, everyone, if you just have a quick glance behind me, we're finally breaking down the camp at the end of the second annual tour of Karamoja.
Paul loved Africa, and he spoke fluent Swahili. There's now a centre of excellence for the Karamoja tribe, been developed in Kampala, based on Paul's name. Paul got them bikes, crate loads of bikes, in a partnership with a friend from Canada. All the Karamoja people rode to his funeral on those bikes. And it was very, very touching. They were heartbroken because his death, here today, gone in the morning. It was too quick.
A lot of you might have wondered, what does Paul Sherwen do when the Tour de France and the Tour of Spain are finished?
The thing that stood out with Paul was the respect that he had of the athletes.
Gold medalist in London on the track. Ladies and gentlemen, Geraint Thomas.
He'd been through the ups and downs of an athlete's life, so the respect that he had was significant and really important to presenting the sport of cycling.
My memory serves me correctly, the first time the Tour de France finished up here was 1995, and it was Le 14 Juillet, Bastille Day.
People fall asleep, especially Australians, with their voices at night, you know, on the couch. So they've become part of their household, part of their family, and I think subconsciously both their voices just connect with Australians, whether they like it or not, because that's what they listen to at night.
To beat him, Phil, is by starting the sprint ahead of him.
Unbelievable. Mark Cavendish then gets his 4th stage win and his 8th in history.
So I got to know Paul when I was a rider. Paul was always someone who would make time to come and chat if he possibly could, to catch up, and which is really hard to do for someone who's working behind the scenes in a commentary booth. Post-career, then I've been fortunate enough to sit next to Paul in commentary and learn. We saw that's what got him into... Especially at Tour Down Under, because that's the race I worked together with Phil and Paul.
I just got a great snap. I asked them, you know, I was like, a bit of a fangirl moment. I'm like, oh, Phil and Paul, do you mind if I have a photo with the two of you last year, because I was working with them? And they gave me a kiss on the cheek in the photo, which was really nice. So I had my podium boys. That was a good memory.
We will miss him, and Paul will remain in everyone's memory.
Well, Paul's been such an important part of the Tour Down Under for so many years. The part he's played has helped make the race what it is today.
The outpouring of love and affection since he passed, well, I was in South Africa and in a very bad communication area, driving a kilometre to the top of a hill, surrounded by giraffe or zebra, holding my computer out the window and trying to do a television or radio interview. It was completely crazy. It was surreal. I could never accept Paul was no longer going to be seen by me, and still can't.